Hey guys, I'm gonna wait till a few of you guys get on here. I'm a little earlier than I said I'd be tonight, so I apologize. I just figured I'm ready now. I'm just gonna do it now, right? Fix my hair. Not that it's gonna matter, because I'm pretty much looking like this. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Not even doing anything. You guys rock. I'm talking about my customer follow-up system tonight, and this is recorded, so it's gonna go on my YouTube when we're done. But I wanted to show you a little bit about what I do. Hi! Thanks, Jackie, and hello. I was going to show you guys a little bit about what I do for customer follow-up, because I know customer follow-up is like just irritating. Not because we don't want to follow up with our customers, but because it's just like, I mean, we have stacks and stacks of order forms laying around, and you can always do follow-up digitally, probably pretty easily. You just go to your workstation and sort your customer tab and sort it by date and then go that way. I'm kind of a pen and paper kind of girl. I figure I have all these order forms, might as well use them for something. So I'm going to show you a little bit about kind of what I do. My little bin here. So I have this bin. Let me go ahead and turn you guys around. It's kind of cleaned out. I kind of dug a lot of junk out of it. So basically what I do, I have a thingy for every month. And in each month, I have envelopes. I have all the order forms. Oops, you can kind of see. From that party for the month in there. So in March, Linda had a basket party. All of her order forms are in there. Then I also have one that says, March outside orders. And then I had Becky had a party in March, and Nancy had a basket party. I kind of try to remember to write what kind. These were all basket parties. I try to remember to write down what kind of party they had. I'm not perfect at this. I do my best. My husband's walking in the door right now. I don't know what he's doing. What did you forget?
Charger.
Your charger for your phone? Okay. So he's dressed all Civil War-y. He's got reenacting this weekend. So I have all of these right here. So I know that in April, I'm going to pull all these envelopes out. And I'm going to text, because I don't call people. It gives me anxiety. I'm going to text all these people 1 month from when this was to ask them, hey, what's up? How did you like your Scentsy last month? I just want to follow up and make sure everything was working all right. Did you get your warmers plugged in? Did your light bulbs work? Did those scents work for you? How are you doing? So I'm just going to do it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my scalable systems, but if you have ever seen my scalable systems, 1 month. So if you guys have ever seen my scalable systems, you'll see that on Mondays is my customer days. And on the day where it says follow up on customers who placed orders last month, that's when I grab this box, and that's what I do. So if it was April, and I believe it's the first Monday of the month in April is when I would do it. So say it's April 1st Monday, I'm going to pull all my envelopes out of March, and I'm going to text all of these people, asking them how their stuff was, if they liked their products, and I'm going to try to be specific too. So if someone ordered, like, let me pull this order form out of Becky's. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Hopefully there's not a credit card on it. Oops. So I'm going to call Chrissy, and I'm going to ask her, hey, so you ordered a ton of poppies and clover. I wanted to see how you liked it. Did you get your warmers set up all right? How is everything going for your Scentsy? 4 weeks basically after they ordered. That just shows them that I remember they ordered. I'm thankful they ordered. And I just text, guys. I don't call, 'cause blech, gross. Calling scares me. So April, I would have done that. So here's my envelopes for all the parties I had. Here's all the outside random orders I had. And then, like, for June, I ran a special. If anybody did the 10 bars for $35 special, all my order forms from that special are in this envelope. If you can tell, that was all I did in June. Aside from online PWS orders and things like that. So I got my 500 in that month by doing the 10 for 35 that I ran. And so in July, I texted all those people to make sure that they liked all the scents that they had chosen. If they ordered anything else, like, I was able to upsell a lot of people into getting some other stuff. So just making sure they liked that. I had a few people try laundry for the first time in June. So July, on my customer Monday, I asked them, hey, how did you like everything? I had a couple home parties in July, so I get to follow up in August. And so this month, October, it just started. I don't have anything there yet. But for September, I get to follow up on my outside orders. And I get to follow up on my friend Katie's home party. So I'm going to call, or not call, because that was a lie. I'm going to text all these people this week. And I'm going to ask them how their Scentsy's going, because by now, it's been 4 weeks. She better have given them all of their stuff. And I will be able to ask them if they've gotten everything plugged in. Most of these people at this party had never tried Scentsy before, so I'm excited to text them all and make sure they got their warmers started right. And then all my September outside orders. So a lot of my typical customers and things like that. One reason I like to set this up like this, because I have an average of every 6 months, like if Katie booked a party in September, that means she's probably going to book one in March. So I'm going to, in March, you know, I would either call all these people. I would call all my March people anyway, because it's 6 months ago. Every 6 months, everyone will do a home party if they've done a home party before. My basket parties, I can usually get those people to do them every 3 months. So if somebody had a basket party in March, and say right now it's June or May, and I need to get my June booked, in May, I'm going to call all these basket party girls or text them and ask them when they're ready for their next basket. So right now, in October, if I'm going to go back, October, September, August, July, I'm going to go to my July people, and they had home parties. So these are both home parties, so they will probably book again 6 months from now. So I could call them now and get their party set up for December or January if I wanted to, or I can offer them a basket party because it's been 3 months. Most people will do basket parties every 3 months. So it's just, I like having everything like this because I can quickly see my hostess's name, and I know that they will book a party. So I can get those parties booked. It's a really great way to follow up. If they don't book a party, I'm kind of scattered here, I'm sorry. I will text them and say, hey, are you ready for a basket party or a home party? And if they say no, that's when I will actually text everyone inside and be like, hey, just letting you know, it's been 6 months or 4 months or however long it's been. You probably are ready for some refills, because if she's not willing to do a home party or a basket party again yet, her customers still need stuff. So sometimes what I can do is I'll text those people, and if they're like, oh yeah, I totally need stuff, and I get 4 of them saying they need stuff, I'll be like, yo, Kristen, you probably want to have a party because your friends all just told me they need stuff, and you're going to want those hostess rewards. If she still doesn't want to, one of those friends that just told me they need stuff, I'm going to get them to have a party. So I just love having everything by date because it's just easier for me to have a better, focus on what I want to do and accomplish. So let me see if I can summarize this really fast. So in March, these were my basket parties. This is my outside orders. I'm going to text all those people around the beginning of April to see if they liked what they had. 3 months from then, I'm going to ask these girls if they want to have another basket party. If it was a home party, I'd wait 6 months. But either way, 3 months from now, I'm going to say, hey, yo, you had a basket party. You need another basket party, because I know how long wax lasts, guys. You guys do too. If these ladies ordered 3 packs of bars, they ran out freaking 2 months ago. So you're going to ask her if she wants to have a basket party. And if she doesn't want to, you're going to text all her friends and see if they need something, because guess what they do? And then you're either going to get her to have a basket party because you now know all her friends want stuff, or I would always follow up 1 month later, but then you can do 3 months to get that party rebooked. But yeah, so I'm going to be able to get all of her friends to reorder. 1 month later is not to collect orders. 1 month later is literally just to see how they liked what they had. So in 1 month, April, I'm going to text all my March people and ask them how it's going. Then 3 months from there, I'm going to text these girls, these 3, and ask them if they want to have another basket party. Right? Because I've got it right here. I already know what they want. If I was smart, I'd have their numbers right there, but I have them all on my phone, so I don't really need it. But, if you're a quick kind of person, you could put their phone number on there, and you wouldn't even have to look anything up. So, but yeah, it's not written in here. This is 3 months and 6 months. So basically 3 months back, if it's a basket party, I'm going to get them to book another basket party. If it's 6 months back, I'm going to get them to book another home party, which you can see I didn't have any in January, so blah. I'm going to do that. So I will, so 1 month after so it's always going to be 1 month is my first point of contact for me personally. So, so this is October, so I'm going to go to September this week, and I'm going to text all these people and ask them how their Scentsy's doing, making sure they loved their order from last month. I'm not going to try to get them to order anything else. A lot of times, if they need more, they're going to let you know. It's not bad to see if some of those guests would like to have a party, because it's fall, and a lot of them will say yes, and you can't get any yeses if you're not asking. So I might ask them that. But then, of course, like I said, 3 months from now, I'm going to see if the basket parties girls want to have a party. If they don't, I will text all their friends and let them know I'm placing an order if they need any refills. And I can usually convince somebody to have a party at that time as well. 6 months back, I'll book a home party again. So in 6 months, I'm going to see if Katie's going to have another party. Yeah, I'm going to, I'm going to upload this. So yeah, share it wherever you want. So does that make sense, everybody? Does anybody have any questions? That's my box. You guys know I love paper and I love boxes. You can do everything digitally if you want to, but I'm just not up for digital stuff. So, I mean, I like digital stuff, but I'm so hands-on. I like things in my face. Anybody else? Honestly, you just gotta get no's. You gotta get as many no's as you can. Don't take it personally, okay? Because they're just saying no to that moment. A lot of times it's because they just can't even think straight. They just got a bunch of weird phone calls from some friends, or one of their friends is having a hard time, and they're just saying no because they just can't think about that right now. A lot of times no just means not right now. I remember when I first started selling Scentsy, I had some people who were like, well, I have another consultant. I don't need anything right now. Guess what? Those were not right nows, because some of those people are now my customers because their consultant either stopped or they realized how passionate I was about my business and they decided to support me, or they're, just a lot of different things. So make sure you're always asking. Yeah, always asking. And text, message. Always ask. You have nothing to be ashamed of. We sell freaking awesome products and it all smells delicious. Anyone who says no, they'll come around. Send them a sample. They're going to love it anyway. So just always, you got to ask though, because if you're not getting any no's, it means you're never going to get a yes. The more no's you get, the more likely you're going to get to have yeses. So if you're not asking the question, don't expect anything to happen. So it's just practice. The more you do it, the easier it gets, I promise. It gets weird at first, and then it gets better. Especially once you can separate it from personal and business. And yeah. You're welcome. Any other questions, guys, while you have me? You guys are welcome. You're welcome. I'm big on boxes and systems and craziness. All right, guys. Well, if anybody else needs help organizing their business, look up I had another, it's going to be on YouTube. I'm going to upload this on YouTube right when we're done. So follow me. If you don't already, just Google me on YouTube. I don't know how that works. It's Christina Stainbrook. How long did it take you to separate personal from business? Honestly, once you start getting the money rolling in, it really doesn't it's not that hard anymore. And honestly, if you have to be having regular relationships with these people too, because if you haven't talked to somebody in 5 years and the first question you ask them is about Scentsy and they say no, it might have been personal too, because they haven't heard from you in 5 years anyway. So make sure you guys are interacting on your Facebook feeds a lot. Make sure that, when someone posts something, you comment or you like it, and you get those relationships rolling with your friends so that the first time they hear from you in 5 years isn't about Scentsy. Okay? And then if you guys need more organizational tips, I have, there's Organizing Your Scentsy Business in 2015, I think is one of my first Thursday's videos from a few months ago. I think 4 or 5 months ago. No, it was probably at the beginning of the year. Either way, it's on there. Scalable systems. There's a really cool binder system that I use to get things going. So let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys can email me, wicklesswham@gmail.com. It's Wickless, W-A-H-M, same as my username here, @gmail.com. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Everyone always messes up the stop. There we go.